Thank you, Madam Deputy President. I also rise to take notes of questions by Senators McCarthy, Stell and Billick. But before I do, I can't help but call out the appalling hypocrisy of senators on the other side, particularly Senator Seselja, in accusing members on this side of sexism. Are their memories so short? Are their memories so short? Because I remember the Gillard Prime Ministership. I remember the Ditch the Witch posters out the front of Parliament House, which senators and members stood in front of. I remember the way our first female Prime Minister was treated. I remember the way other Labor women members of Parliament have been treated. And instead of defending the minister in question, instead of defending her performance and her record on these issues, instead of defending policy failures, the audacity to come after Labor senators on the issue of sexism. The audacity. I remember, we remember, the public remembers how you treated our first female Prime Minister.
Yeah, good on you. Real good.
Now, to the issue. And the issue is Minister Mackenzie. The issue is a question of performance of a minister in the portfolio of agriculture, a portfolio that she wanted, and a portfolio which seems to be run by backbenchers. That's what these questions were about today. That's what the questions were about. Questions on backbenchers being better advocates for the dairy industry to the CEOs of Coles and Woolworths than the minister. Questions about backbenchers organising policy meetings, which the minister wasn't invited to. Actually, we had the extraordinary revelation that there's lots of meetings the minister isn't invited to. I wonder how many more in her portfolio is she ignored from and is she separated from? Backbenchers are running it. And when asked questions about the leadership within the Nationals, asked questions about internal instability, asked questions about debates over policy, we got deflect, deflect, deflect. And then when we come in here to debate this issue further, we got the extraordinary display from Senator Seselja. The extraordinary display. Not a defence of the minister, not a defence of policy failures, not a defence of whatever's going on in the National Party, not an admission that backbenchers are running the show, not the executive. We got an attack on this side, because they can only talk about this side. When you don't have anything to talk about yourself, when you don't have your own policies, when you don't have your own views, when you can't control your backbench, when your leadership's in trouble, when your position is in trouble, you go after us. After us. Well, as you keep reminding us, day in, day out, we're not the government. You are. You're the government. These are your responsibilities to own up to. This is your portfolio to take control over, take control off the backbench and into the executive. But you don't. You just focus on us. You focus on one nation. The Nationals are meant to be standing up for rural and regional South Australians. That's what they tell us every day. That's their constituency, rural and regional South Australians. Well, where are they on dairy? Where are they? I know where the backbench is, actually. They're doing a pretty reasonable job. Where's the minister? What's she doing? How's the Nationals going in South Australia? That's where it's heading. If you can't get control over this, if you can't get control over the policy, if you can't show leadership, if all you can do is focus on us, all you can do is stoop so low as to launch those extraordinary attacks on Labor senators. Given the track record of your side on these issues, well, what hopelessness is that? How hopeless for the people who depend on the Nationals. How hopeless for our dairy farmers. How hopeless for people in rural and regional Australia. How hopeless. The backbenchers are running the show. The backbenchers are advocating more than the minister. And we're asking, where is she? What's she doing about it? And all you will do is focus on us. Focus on the policy.